Hey guys, welcome back to Film Top. The Office is one of the most enjoyed US television sitcoms of all time. It's been several years since the last season of the show aired on TV, and the show has given the best time to old fans and has created newer fans in the meantime. Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, was one of the favorite characters on the show who gave us some hilarious moments that had us rolling on the floor laughing. Head on in to see the best of Michael Scott, The Office. Number 6. Michael's Last Dundies. The show is full of hysterical and offensive moments, but all of these are put together under the sheet of humor to not make anyone feel upset. Well, thanks to Michael Scott, this was made possible. The veteran made the show what it is, and one of his best moments came when he was hosting his Last Dundies as the original manager of Dunder Mifflin. The episode was full of comical moments, but also made everyone feel sad because it was Michael's last. In this episode, Michael records himself as multiple characters of The Office and does a parody of each in an attempt to find the real Michael Scott for hosting the Dundies. He takes help from the new manager and becomes Angela, Jim, and Phyllis. Anyone watching this episode knows it was a masterpiece and that Michael Scott nailed it. Number 5. The Merger. In Season 3 of The Office, when the Stamford branch merges with the Scranton branch, things get a little exciting for Michael as he attempts to welcome the new employees with open arms. But it just didn't go as planned, and everyone at the office just cringed at Michael's welcome video. Well, to us, it was another Scott masterpiece. The video, titled Lazy Scranton, was rap written, produced, directed, and acted by Michael Scott and Dwight. This episode was where the phrase Scranton, the Electric City, was first introduced, and The Office fans have just been holding on to it. Scranton citizens actually like to refer to their city as such due to the show. It's just iconic. Number 4. Survivor Man. If you ever get stuck in the wilderness, worry not, because Michael Scott has got you covered. If you've watched the Survivor Man episode from Season 4, you are safe. In this episode, Michael steps out into the wild and tries to spend 24 hours in the Scranton forest. He had a camera with him where he recorded all his tips and tricks to survive in the wild. This is where it gets hilarious. As we all know, Michael had no knowledge of the sorts, and his improvisation as a person in the wilderness was hilarious. He tore his suit apart into multiple pieces and showed the audience how they could be used for multiple purposes. He tore his pants short enough to make them shorts and took his coat off and made it a backpack of sorts. The lower part of the pants was used to cover the head. This is the creativity one must aspire to have. Thank you, Michael Scott, for those 20 minutes of ultimate waves of laughter. Number 3. Valentine's Day. Around the office and the corporate at Dunder Mifflin, Michael was notorious for his unique personality and out-of-the-way actions. In Season 2, we saw this when Michael was brought to the corporate office, where he shared the most heartfelt video of his Scranton branch. The video was titled The Faces of Scranton. The video features everyone from his branch with the background song With or Without You by U2. Michael edited the video himself to show how fantastic his branch was and how loving everyone was. He impressed the officials and corporate. Not gonna lie, Scott truly nailed this one. Number 2. The Injury. This episode features one of the best cold opens of the show of all time. As the episode starts, Pam gets a call from Michael at home, who was suffering a serious injury. He is shouting on the phone asking someone to come pick him up, but everyone refuses to do so until Dwight takes the lead and goes. As it turns out, Michael had burned his foot on a Foreman grill because of his ever so funny eccentricities. He later says how he loves waking up to the smell of bacon, which is why he put the griller on before he wakes up in the morning. This time he stepped on the grill and burned himself. This is where we couldn't stop laughing, because seriously, who does that? Well, it's Michael Scott who does that, and we are forever indebted to him for giving us this scene in the show. Number 1. Business School. This episode featured a very heartfelt moment on the show. As the show progresses, it is made clear how Pam loves art, and so she took part in an art show where she exhibited some of her pieces. She invited everyone from work to visit her exhibition, and no one does except Michael. He thoroughly appreciates Pam's efforts and even buys one of the paintings for the office. It's the piece where Pam had drawn the exterior of the building where the Dunder Mifflin office is situated. Aren't you laughing already? This is what the office does to everyone. Anyway, be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.